It's always baby. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Before I start this video, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button for more videos. That would mean a whole lot to me. So today I'm going to be talking about this kind of new technique that's been coming out as of lately, and as you guys can tell from the title, I'm talking about strobing makeup. Now honestly, when I first heard of strobing makeup, or when I saw the title or whatever, you know, the first thing I thought of was light, like all them strobe lights on top of the buildings and all that. And basically that is really what strobing makeup is. It is using light instead of focusing on your contours and the dark parts of your face to enhance your features. You're basically focusing on the light. So basically the whole thing about strobing is using products that attract light to your face and highlighting your face with light only. And as you guys know, contouring is, you know, using dark powders, dark creams, dark foundations or whatever in the places that you would really want defined, and then that comes along with highlighting, and that's where you put, you know, the lighter shades of whatever product you're using in the places that you would want light to attract, or the places that light would naturally fall on your face. And so for those of you that are not really into contouring and highlighting and doing all that extra stuff to your face, strobing would be like the best option for you. It is the easiest thing. So it's getting rid of contouring and bronzing and everything like that, and focusing on making your face look more dewy, more illuminated, and at the same time more youthful. Now I know for oily skin, dealing with dewiness is kind of hard, especially me. I have really oily skin, and it is not, you know, I have to set everything. My face ends up looking like cake face. So basically now I'm just going to show you like the products that you could use to make your face look more, especially for oily skin. You know, us oily skin people, we usually use, at least I feel that we usually use more matte foundations, more matte products. And so I'm just going to show you some of the things that I would use, or I would suggest for those of you who would really like to start out strobing. So the foundation I normally use to get my dewy look is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the original formula before they termed it whether dewy and smooth and matte or whatever. So this was the original formula. So the foundation I use today is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and for the first time it actually matched my skin because I got sunburned or whatever. I was out in the sun and I just got darker, and this finally matches. So what I would suggest is using like a luminizing serum, a luminizing cream, a luminizing, you know, product, and mix it with your foundation to give you a dewy look. I went around all day looking for something I could use to make my foundation look a little more dewy but not shimmery. Like there's a difference between looking dewy and shimmery. I know there are a lot of liquid illuminators out there. NYX has one that I tried out today. e.l.f. has a luminizing primer that is great on some people. You know, there's Lumi by L'Oreal and the rest of the high-end ones that you can get. For those of us with darker skin, I would not suggest that you go ahead and get a luminizer that has any type of color in it, because it will probably mess with the pigment of the foundation and change the color, and then you're just going to end up looking weird, lighter, you know, all that stuff. And you also want to get an illuminating product that is not just shimmery. You want something that gives you a dewy look, not just shimmer and shine all over the place. So one that I would suggest is this one by NYX. It is called Honey Do Me Up, and this is one of their new products. It's just a primer serum type of thing for your face, and so it has gold flakes inside, and so it has honey, which is a natural antiseptic, gold flakes which increase skin radiance, and collagen for smoother skin. So if you guys can see, it does have gold flakes in there, just tiny gold flakes, and honestly they don't show up on your face, but it does give you that really nice glow. So what I did was I opened it up. It has a spatula, and so I opened it up and I mixed it with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Now I wouldn't suggest you just using this as a primer, because I personally feel like as soon as you put your foundation on top of there, especially if it is a matte foundation, it's just going to cover up you know, all the luminizing effects that it has. So I mixed it with the foundation on the back of my hand, and I mixed it really well. You want to mix it really well or else it will be patchy, and just apply that on your face, and it will give you that glow that you need. Just a very, you know, simple, really nice glow. You don't really have to do anything else with it. Once again, I do not suggest one that has color in it because it can change the color of your foundation. A couple of highlighters that I personally would suggest, and the ones I do have, you can use a whole bunch. You could use liquid highlighters or luminizers, powder form, cream form, whatever have you. One that I really like is this one by e.l.f. It is a baked blush, and I use this one to highlight a whole lot, and it is called Rich Rose. I got this like years ago, but I love it. Another one that I would suggest is in the Forever Nude palette by BH Cosmetics, and it is this rose gold color right here, which is really, really pretty. I love this color for highlighting. Honestly, you don't even have to use something that is meant for highlighting. You can use an eyeshadow. For example, the one that I use today is by MAC. This is MAC Mythology. It is an eyeshadow, and I used it to highlight my face, and it gives you that really nice rose gold look on your face. Now, if you have dark skin like me, I would really suggest you using rose gold colors, you know, things that would be termed bronzers, but they're actually really good for highlighting our type of skin. I would really suggest those. If you have lighter skin, I wouldn't suggest you using those same products because it can get a little bit weird when, you know, you start to look darker in those areas when you didn't want it. If you do have lighter skin, I would suggest, you know, going for a lighter type of color, like a champagne, a really light gold, colors like that. Dark skin people like me will want to stay away from those type of colors because we can end up looking ashy, which is, that ain't a good look, baby girl. So of course you can use any type of luminizing product that you would like, but you do want to steer clear of products with chunks of glitter in it because that's just going to give you a glitter look on your face, and it's not going to actually give you that really nice glow. So of course, any type of skin type can do the strobing technique. I'm of oily skin, and I did the strobing technique. So one of the last things, especially for us with oily skin, one of the last things I would suggest is, you know, if you do go ahead to set your face like I did, you would want to use a setting spray that gives you back that dewiness that you were going for in the first place. So one of the ones I know of is the NYX Cosmetics Dewy Finish setting spray, and that one is, it's alright. I've seen from reviews, but the one I use is the MAC Fix Plus, and this just helps revive the dewiness in my face after I set it. Now, if you do have oily skin, in applying it, you do want to stay away from, you know, the places where you really have oily skin, like in your T-zone area. For me, I get really oily in my T-zone area, but I did apply it just for, you know, for the purpose of this video. I did apply it to my T-zone area. Honestly, this is the easiest thing to do. It is not as hard as contouring. It is not as complicated as contouring, and my face still looks pretty defined, and I really like it. I look younger, like, seriously. So the first thing you want to do is prime your face. I'm using my Milk of Magnesia. You always want to prime your face first because this is the base for your foundation, and it'll have something to stick to. Next, I'm putting my NYX Honey Do Me Up on the back of my hand, and I'm putting about 2 pumps of my foundation, and I mixed those on the back of my hand and applied it to my face. The Honey Do Me Up, as I've said before, just gives me a really dewy look without looking too oily. Next, I'm going to highlight my face with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee, and I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. You really want to blend this out. This is very, very important. And I'm just going over that with a darker concealer just to tone it down a little bit and make it look more natural. And I'm just setting that very lightly because I don't want this to look too powdery or too matte. And you just want to sweep all that away. Next, I'm taking my MAC eyeshadow in Mythology, and I'm using this as my highlighter. And at first, I'm patting it on very gently, but then as I go on, I just start to pack it on there. Doing this look is very, very easy. You can't go wrong with this, honestly. So I'm putting this on the highest points of my cheeks. And I'm also putting this on my T-zone. If you are oily, you do want to avoid that. But I'm doing it just for the purpose of this video. And you really just want to pack it on there and put it on the areas that you would normally highlight. Next, I'm just setting the rest of my face with the L'Oreal True Match Powder in C8. And then to set all of this and make it look dewy all over again, I'm spraying my MAC Fix Plus. Honestly, this is so easy that even if you were new to makeup, you couldn't mess up on this. And I'm so sorry about my voice, you guys. I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather, but I hope you really like this look. So I hope you guys like my tutorial for strobing makeup on oily skin, as well as general tips and tricks to remember. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down in the comment section below. I would be happy to answer them. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you have any video requests or anything, just make sure to leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video.
But she don't take notice. I would split the world into like Moses.
That was really gross.